2, 1, 2.
I said microphone check.
1, 2. Can't nobody out here do it like me. Ain't nobody out here winning like me. Can't nobody out here do it like me. Just like me.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Playoff time. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We back. We back. Like you owe us some money. We back. Okay. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Be Real Entertainment presents Sports Spit with my co-host, Crown Vic, and it's me, your boy, your player partner, your partner that's a real player out here in these goddamn streets. OG Good Game. You know what I'm talking about, man? Certified player, 3 times platinum. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We coming to you from the Hall of Game, where we give you 360 degrees of game. For those that don't understand, that's game all way round.
Yes, sir.
Hey, I appreciate you for pressing that play button and tapping in with us, checking us out. Do that. But commercial break me one time for the one time, please. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. Share these videos with some people. Let them know how we get down. All
Yes,
right,
sir.
all
Please
right.
do.
Yeah. Hell yeah. The playoffs is about to start. We got the play-in game tonight.
Starting tonight.
The play-in game between the Hawks and the Magic.
Yes, sir.
And my Warriors
And the Grizz.
and the Grizzlies.
The gun and grenade and Grizzlies.
Well, we gonna just talk about how the season ended, because we've been gone for a minute, and we just want to recap that season. And pretty much it ended up how it was all year. Wasn't no real major changes. Cleveland did their thing in the East, but they ain't favored to win the East. Boston is still favored to win the East. But I'm rocking with Cleveland. I'm rocking with y'all. I'm rocking with the land. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You weren't doing that when LeBron was playing with him.
No, sure wasn't. No. You already know this.
What's the name on the back of that jersey? It's a 32, okay. Hughes.
Larry
Okay.
Hughes. Larry. My boy Larry.
Oh, throwback.
Yeah. You thought I'd have a LeBron jersey?
I
on,
knew it
man.
wasn't a LeBron. I didn't know if it
Come
was.
on, man. You know me better than
I didn't
that,
know if it was
man.
Mo Williams or
You know me
Big
better
Z
than that.
or Shaq. You might have Shaq Cleveland jersey.
No.
Yeah, might have had a diesel Cavalier
He was the
jersey.
big doofus when he was in Chicago. In Cleveland. Yeah, that wasn't Shaq. That wasn't the Shaq that I knew. But anyway, yeah. Cleveland, they still was at the top of the league in the East. Boston, like I said, is favored. And in the West, one other thing, Milwaukee, they started playing better. They started coming together.
Yeah.
And they surprised me, because I thought they was either going to be a play-in team or didn't make the playoffs at all. The way when Doc took over the team and started, doing what he was doing, I didn't see this, but they did their thing, and they playing pretty well.
Yeah, literally one of the hottest teams in the league right now.
Yeah.
Which is surprising, since Dame is out.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he comes
But
back.
they said he might come back though. Maybe the second round.
Well, they have to get past the Pacers first.
True that.
They couldn't do that last year.
True that. Yeah. Anything else in the East that you wanted to touch on?
Oh yeah, man. I mean, I think we'd be remiss if we didn't talk about the ascension of the Detroit Pistons.
The extension?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they went from just being an also-ran team to being a legit playoff team.
Right.
They're not even in the play-in. They just made the cut at the 6th seed. And they gotta they're gonna have a matchup with the Knicks, and I think it's gonna be entertaining. And so I think Cade Cunningham, this is his arrival year. You know, where he arrived. Yeah.
Well, I really think Cade been arrived. You know what I'm saying? It's just this is, I guess, the first year that he got them comfortably into the playoffs. Not, messing around with the play-in.
Yeah, I mean, but they were a lottery team last year. They got
They
one of the
didn't make
Thompson
the play.
twins.
They didn't make the play-in last year.
No, they got one of the Thompson twins in the lottery last year.
Okay.
You
Hey,
know.
that was good. That was good for them.
Yeah.
That was good for them
Yeah, I
because
mean-
that boy good.
Yeah, they've got an accumulation of assets, and you just like just kind of like how what happened to Philly, and what happened to Houston. Like at some point, you accumulate all this talent, and
It's got to pay off.
yeah,
At some point in time.
if you're any good at your job as a general manager, and your scouting department and all those guys are doing their jobs. I mean, at some point, the talent's gotta materialize into something. And so with Cade, the Thompson, Duran, they gotta and they've got a hell of a year from Beasley.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think everything's come together. They're a young squad, and
They also got that one boy from Golden State. I
man,
forgot his name.
yeah, I can't. Schroeder.
Nah, not Schroeder. I'm talking about the light skinned dude.
The light skinned dude.
Yeah. Man, I don't know why. I guess it's because I'm on camera,
Yeah, I
but
don't know who you're
But
talking
yeah,
about.
man, he decent, man. His
Okay.
3-point shot is tremendous. He the one
Okay.
won the game for him the last game.
Yeah, well, I guess we'll circle back around to it.
Hold on. Oh, what is his name? Man, I like dude too. I kind of didn't want him to go nowhere. All right, well, we'll
Yeah.
get back to it. We'll get back to it.
Yeah, but yeah, that's the only like notable surprise. And well, I mean, I don't know. I think you do you consider Miami being a surprise, considering how they made the play in even after Dylan and Jimmy Butler, or you think that kind of
That shit, that's what sunk them to the play-in. I think, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, I would have thought they would have dropped out, but I guess it's just not really enough options there because Toronto was behind them in the 11th spot, and Miami's still 7 games ahead of them. Well, 7 wins ahead of them. Yeah, 7 games. Yeah, 7 games. So, yeah, I mean, nothing else really surprised me. I think you just kind of run out of good teams in the Eastern Conference. I just don't think the depth is there where you could argue that, the 9 and 10 teams could pose some kind of threat. I just think probably Orlando and Atlanta they both make it into the playoffs because they're just more consistent teams, better teams than Chicago and Miami.
Yeah.
And then as for the Western Conference, OKC reigns supreme. They actually secured the best record in the league, so they've got home court advantage overall throughout the playoffs.
If they make it all the way.
Yeah, I mean, but as far as they, but as far as they go, nobody's gonna have home court over them. At the start of the series, I mean, somebody can always take it, and have the Houston Rockets, Ime Udoka, the number 2 seed.
M.A.
Good job.
More
With the
power
young
to
kids,
you.
with the young guns.
More power to you.
Shingun.
Unless you run across the Warriors, then I ain't rocking with you. I ain't rocking with you. Even though I think they did you dirty in Boston, that's supposed to be your championship. But anyway, we ain't gonna keep harping on that.
I'm a rock for you, man. If y'all go against the Warriors, Just
He's
so
a
we
hater, man.
just so, not a hater,
He a
just
hater,
just so we
man.
can make things interesting. Between the pod.
You would hate you would go against anybody else against the Warriors. You don't care.
Not
They can play the
anybody
junior
else.
high school team, but you
Nah,
you
not
rocking with the
anybody
high
else.
school team.
And I mean,
Yeah, okay. But that's cool though. I got you.
it don't really help that I like Memphis too. So I don't really have a rooting interest though. I like Ja. I don't really think they have a big chance to make a lot of noise, but I do think I do think a OKC Memphis matchup would be a little fun though. So I do kind of want to see that. So if Golden State wins and plays Houston and the Grizzlies beat whoever in the eighth seed game, and play OKC, I think that'd be cool. But
Hold on. The guy that I was talking about for the Detroit Pistons.
oh, okay.
Lindy Waters. You know, and I said something to him about
I still don't know who he is.
and he was like, who? What? This is when he was on the
the
Warriors.
yeah.
And I was like, man, look out for dude, because he he pretty tight. You know, I like him. You know what I'm saying? Lindy Waters.
Sounding real Lonnie Walker the fourth to me.
Nah, Lindy Waters the second or the third. He the third.
All right.
You know, you got Big Lindy and regular Lindy, then you got the third.
The third, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Mhm.
And I don't know about are the Lakers a surprise? Do I say they're a surprise? I mean, they're definitely a surprise from where they were in the beginning of the season, or not from the preseason. Where would you would think they finished in the preseason?
Well, I didn't think they was gonna finish where they finished at third by them trading 80. You know what I'm saying? I understand they got Luka, but you're gonna need defense in the playoffs, and because it breaks down. It's a different ball game than the regular season. It's a half court game, and you gotta have defense in your half court. And we all know how Luka play defense.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? He don't.
No, it's
He don't.
not known for his defense.
He's not even known for his team defense. So, you know, the others is going to have to make up for his defense deficiencies.
But you know what he can do in
Yeah,
the
but
playoffs?
you can't just outshoot everybody. You know what I'm saying? You ain't going to be able to do that. You know what I'm saying? Because all the team needs is a couple stops, and you know,
it's just they just got to keep it close. They just got to keep it close,
Okay.
and hope they can win the game at the end. That's how they're gonna have to win games in the playoffs.
Okay.
I think. But yeah, I mean, I'm surprised that they're third. I didn't think they'd be third, but
Nah, me neither.
but I think they've got a different feel to them since they got Luka. I think they are a higher ceiling team. But they also have maybe do they have a lower floor? I was about to say they have a higher ceiling but a lower floor. But maybe that's not true. Because Luka's not going to do what Anthony Davis did where he'd show up every other game. That ain't going to happen. So maybe their floor is higher.
In one game, Luka got shut out. Like he wasn't Luka.
Mm-hmm.
And if that happens in the playoffs, just one game,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying, that could alter the whole series.
Yeah, I mean, well, they're probably not going to. I mean, they're going to. If Luka has a bad game, you know, that's probably a game they're going to lose anyway. So, I think just one loss would be one loss, unless it's like a game 7 or an elimination game.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you can't have it then. But, you know, you'll still have mediocre performances from good players, from great players every now and again.
And another thing, you're going to have be able to rebound. And the T-Wolves, they play the T-Wolves.
Mm-hmm.
And the T-Wolves, they can rebound. They can rebound. You know, you got Rudy, and then you got Nas Reed.
They gonna play Rudy off the floor.
Yeah, okay. Well, then that's when they throw in Nas Reed. And then, you know, Nas Reed still could play.
Yeah. They gonna be trying. They gonna be putting him on Luka though.
Okay.
Just like they put him on Gobert to win the game last year. They look for that.
Yesterday's prices ain't today's prices.
I don't know.
Yesterday's prices ain't today's prices.
Gobert a year older
Yeah, a year older, and he should be a year smarter.
and a year slower.
Nah, he ain't. You know, he ain't up there in the
He
30s
ain't
like
spring
that.
chicken.
But he ain't up there like that to where, you know, like a LeBron or a Steph is, you know, might be slowing down a little bit, but you know, the Wolves can get them rebounds, paint presence.
But do you trust their offense?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's mosey right along to the Nuggets. We don't want to spend too much time on these teams. Fired Mike Malone. How do you feel about that? First of all, like a month before the playoffs?
That was. I mean, I like it for
Did you
my
see it
Warriors. Nope, I didn't see that coming. But you know what? I was watching the Gilbert Arenas podcast.
Okay.
And
Gilbert
shout
Arenas?
out to Gil. But they was talking about how Jokic was kind of salty at, you know, the rest of his team, like, hey, y'all ain't really playing how Russ is playing. And that they were
The
saying
effort.
that, yeah,
Okay.
the effort,
Okay.
you know, and that they were saying that's why Malone got fired
They
because
saying he wasn't.
no, he was with Jokic, you know what I'm saying, but he kept feuding with the general manager.
Yeah, I've heard about it.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
heard about
He
that.
was feuding with the general manager, you know,
Mhm.
because apparently dude didn't want Russ playing as much or so, or, you know, because Malone was right with Jokic, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
what
yeah,
Jokic want,
Mhm.
that's what he was wanting.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
you know, the other guys, they wasn't
won't.
putting in the effort like Russ. Russ go 100 miles an hour,
Right.
even in practice.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what Jokic was wanting. Jokic was wanting Russ to be doing a little bit more playing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And you know, the other guys was like, hey man, we've been here, we got championships.
Championships?
A championship. One.
Okay.
You know.
All right.
But you know, it's a current ring. It ain't like it's a ring from way back, like in a bubble or something like that. You know, it's a real ring. You know what I'm saying? You know, so that caused friction.
Mm-hmm.
And the way they were saying it, like they almost fired both the general manager and Mike Malone.
Oh, okay. Wow.
But that didn't happen. But you know, hey, I like it for my Warriors. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
so
that's
they
probably
can.
not going to factor in.
It's a chess game. It's a chess game as well, bro. And if you ain't really, if you ain't really like that, and you just up there, interning, you know what I'm saying, as the intern coach, or you know what I mean. You ain't really had no playoff experience.
Mm-hmm.
You just sat there on the bench and watched, and you know what I'm saying. That ain't like actual doing it. In the playoffs, in the fire.
Right.
So, in the chess move, he might not play himself right. He might play his hand wrong. I know the players have got to go out there and play, but you got to put them players in position to do what they do.
Do we know who the Denver Nuggets interim coach is?
Somebody on the bench. I don't know.
I'm trying to look it up, but so you're feeling like it's probably a write-off for the Nuggets, though, in the grand scheme of things.
Probably, because they got to play the Clippers.
Yeah, and another surprise.
And the Clippers is hot like fish grease. The Clippers is hot like fish grease, man, and I'm not sure if the stigma of James Harden in the playoffs is gonna stay with him this year, or he gonna overcome that and be the, do his thing in the playoffs. I ain't sure. I don't know how James, and I think the team is gonna go according to however James go. When I say James Harden.
James Harden, right.
Yeah,
Well,
so
he's also got a seemingly healthy Kawhi Leonard now.
oh man, Kawhi is balling. He is balling. Who the head coach? Do it say?
No, I haven't seen it yet. They're just talking about who got fired.
Yeah, but Kawhi balling, man. Kawhi looked like Kawhi of, I ain't gonna say the Spurs, but he might look like the Kawhi of Toronto. He might look like that Kawhi,
Yeah, I mean, without Kawhi was kind of playing on one leg, though.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, hopefully he's healthier than that. From all accounts, he looks healthy. He's played like 36 minutes, 39 minutes.
But I think a lot of that with Kawhi is his mental. You know what I'm saying? It's how is he mentally? You know what I'm saying? Because the boy can ball. You know what I'm saying?
So you don't think his body's actually? You think it's like a mental pain tolerance thing, or what do you?
However he feeling.
So you saying you don't think he wants to play?
No, I ain't saying that. It's however he feeling. Like that dictates how he goes and how he plays.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Yeah,
I got you. Okay.
It's mentally with Kawhi, in my opinion, and I ain't gonna go back and forth with you. I said what I said, and I meant what I said. But yeah, I think with him it's mental, and I think that's why Popovich used to sit him out a few games. You know what I'm saying? That's why he used to play him like that.
Yeah, Pop. I don't know. That was he actually. I mean, he didn't really have any injury things until he got. Well, no.
At the end of his career, he kept
No,
having
not the end of
injuries.
his career.
I mean,
his last year with the Spurs.
His last couple
What
years
was
with
it?
the Spurs.
It was like an ankle or something.
I
it was
don't
something.
know what it was, but
and it didn't. He didn't like how they were going about it,
mm-hmm.
and then he lost trust in the organization.
Yeah.
And then he wanted out.
Yep.
So yeah, I mean, he was too young to be getting load managed, but if he didn't think that their medical team was handling things the right way.
But sometimes it'd be more than just what they say. Like they might say it's load management, but they giving him time to rest, and rest is mental.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
All right. And to round out the rest of the playoff field, you got the Clip. Well, we just talked about the Clippers. 6 is the Timberwolves.
Well, we gotta hit that play-in, the West play-in.
Yeah.
Dallas and the Kings.
Dallas and the Kings tomorrow night.
Yeah, you got DeRozan and Levine. They've been playing all right. They've been playing pretty well together.
Mm-hmm.
They already familiar with one another's game from their days in Chicago together. But AD is back in Dallas.
Yeah, he is.
He's back. AD is back. Now, is this gonna be a healthy AD or a brittle AD?
Well, I mean, it's the same guy, ain't it? I mean,
nah, because
even when you're healthy, he brittle. I'll take this one play, man.
Oh man,
I'll take this one play.
Shit.
But I mean, he don't have no help, so
Kyrie gone.
Yeah, he ain't got no help. I think the bigs are still out. I'm not sure. I have to see, but Either way, without Kyrie, it ain't nothing happening.
Ain't nothing going.
Ain't nothing happening. They ain't gonna make it out of the playing round.
Don't they got your boy Spencer Dinwiddie?
Ain't my boy. That ain't my boy.
That's
That
your
ain't
boy
my
Spencer.
boy. No, sir.
Dinwiddie.
Oh, yeah. Dunwitty.
Yeah.
Spencer Dunwitty.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, okay. So this playing game, how do you see that unfolding?
To me, I would say that this is pretty much a toss up.
Uh-huh.
This
Pretty much
is a toss up.
a pick 'em.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
All right. Well, outside of that, do you feel like this game is going to be consequential at all? You think either of these teams
No.
matter down the road?
No.
I think so as well. I think whoever wins this is just going to lose to the 7-8 matchup loser.
Right.
Like I think Memphis and the Warriors get these last 2 spots, and I don't think there's anything the Kings or the Mavericks can do about it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, outside of DeRozan and Levine just going ballistic one night. I mean, that's all it takes is for them just to go crazy one night.
Yeah.
So if they both have like 35, you know, maybe both of them drop 40 pieces or something like that. But outside of that one miracle game that they might have, because even if they do make it in the playoffs, I'd see them getting swept by anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Like I could see them getting swept by the Rockets. I could see them getting swept by the Thunder. Like, you know,
Definitely the Thunder.
I don't think they're gonna put up much of a fight. And well, they can't play the Rockets because they're gonna be playing for the 8th seed. So yeah, whoever wins that is just gonna get swept. I think the only teams that have a chance of winning any games against the Thunder would be the Warriors or the Grizzlies. I still wouldn't pick either team to win the series, but you know those teams would be more competitive for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And speaking of the Warriors Grizzlies, how do you see that game unfolding? Oh, I shouldn't even ask you that. So
hold on. But I'm gonna say this: the play-in tournament has been brutal on my Warriors.
It has.
Like,
it has.
Every time we've never made it out of the play-in since they brought the play-in into existence.
Yeah.
We lost twice to the Lakers and once to these Grizzlies.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I hope we can buck the trend that you know how it was trending.
Mm-hmm.
I still see my Warriors winning tonight. I definitely think that, you know, we still, even with Jimmy, playoff Jimmy, we're a big man away. We need a big man. We need a solid big man.
Yeah, what happened to Post?
He ain't no big man. He wanna be Dirk Nowitzki.
That's what I was telling you, but you know,
Man, he wanna be Dirk Nowitzki, man. I was one dude to get down there and be banging it.
Nah.
He's 7 foot. Why you gonna be out there trying to shoot threes?
Post is only his name.
Get your ass in there.
It's only his name.
And get in the post and play. You know what I'm saying? But no, in all seriousness, the Grizzlies, they fired their coach too. So
how do you feel about that one?
These guys is getting fired. Like, hey,
now
Budenholzer got fired. You know what I'm saying?
With the timing of these firings, you don't think the firings could have waited a couple weeks?
Well, they didn't just fire Taylor Jenkins. They didn't just fire him.
Oh, okay.
He got fired a few weeks ago, like maybe a month ago or 2 months ago. He got fired right after the All-Star.
Oh, okay. So back in February.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. They kind of plummeted since then.
Yeah, because they was at the top.
Yeah, they
were.
Well,
I think that's why he got fired, because they was starting to slip.
It didn't change it.
Yeah,
it didn't change anything. And then Josh started pulling out imaginary guns and grenades and.
Man, dude, I don't know what's wrong with dude. Just.
I mean, but everybody do it though.
But the boy is so good, man. I mean, no, but him, he can't do that type of stuff because of the situation that he was already in, that he put himself in.
But he didn't shoot nobody.
No, he didn't. But you got to understand, sponsors and
yeah.
the folks that's got the money.
I understand.
Them folks, the mother folks. You know what I'm saying? So you
I
can't
mean,
put yourself in that position.
Kobe did it.
No. Neither one of these guys
Well, I'm
had
just saying,
gun issues.
I'm just talking about the imaginary gun. Thing.
No, but they didn't have gun issues. They didn't get, you know what I'm saying? They didn't have no problems with no weapons.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say he put himself in that position.
Mm-hmm.
He can't do that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because of what he's done.
Now, I will say, when he did the gun thing at Steph or Draymond or whoever he did it at, which was crazy. Like, usually the guys they'll do it after they make a shot. You know, 3-point shooter, they'll pull the fake gun out, whatever. Shoot a couple rounds, whatever. But he just did it at Steph Curry when he was on the, when they were like in the huddle. It was like, and Steph just looked at him like, what is he doing?
Yeah, see, get him out of here. Hey, he got fired again.
Then they started throwing grenades. Oh,
young man, where will you learn?
But so you close game or like
it's gonna be a close game. It's definitely gonna be a close game. But like I said, I think it's gonna be a chess match at the end, and I think Steve Kerr gonna pull it out. You know, with that experience, his coaching experience, as opposed to the other coaches' lack of experience.
Question: so with all these coaching things going on, should Steve Kerr be worried?
You know, I kind of thought that a little bit, but at the same time, a chef can only cook whatever ingredients he has. You know, if he don't have these ingredients, then you can't expect him to make a 5-course meal.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And we missing a piece of the meal. So he could, but I don't think he should be. He should have enough stature within the organization and enough winning in the organization to where, you know, they don't pull the trigger on him like that.
Okay.
But you never know. You got Dunleavy. Mike Dunleavy. And he's not a real good general manager. Okay. I'm just going to say it like that. I like that he bought Butler, but that was the only thing that he could do. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that's not what he really wanted to do. So, you know, that was like a accident. Okay. they got Butler on the accident. That was a good accident, though. Don't get me wrong, but you know, the Warriors should win this game tonight. But if they lose, then they're gonna either play the Clippers or the Kings, and they should be able to pull that out. But then that's gonna send them straight towards OKC in the first round.
Yeah.
Which that's not ideal. That's not ideal. You know.
Much rather play Houston.
Yeah, much rather play the Rockets and Ime.
I mean, because I just think they much rather be on that side of the bracket, because for them, the Warriors to have to beat the Rockets, and then for them to have to potentially play the Lakers or play the Timberwolves in the second round, it's probably a lot better for them than trying to play the Thunder and then trying to play the Nuggets, you know, or some variation of that, where the Nuggets and the Clippers.
No.
Thunder and the Clippers.
No, if they was to lose and come out of that 8th seed of the playoffs, they would have to either go through. They'd have to go through OKC or Denver and the Clippers.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying they much rather be on that side of the bracket where Houston is. Yeah. Because they played the Lakers in the second round, or the Timberwolves. Where they probably want to stay away from a dominant center like Jokic. In the second round. And a big center like Zubac. In the second round.
I know Rudy got flashbacks. Rudy gonna have flashbacks like, man, I don't really want to play today. You know, Rudy gonna be timid out there, like Mr. Green. You want to get that rebound? I'm gonna let you get that.
Yeah, but I think they'd have a more favorable path on the
Coming
second,
from the seventh,
yeah, from
coming
the
from the
seventh,
seventh
from the
seed.
seventh seed than
Yeah.
from the eighth seed.
Yeah,
Because I think they match up better with the teams on that side of the bracket.
yeah.
All right, well, go
Uh,
to the Eastern Conference.
yeah. The Bulls
Bulls and the
and
Heat.
the Heat. Without Butler, I don't really give the Heat too much
I mean,
thought in them winning.
they ain't got Levine either. The Bulls don't got Levine either.
But they got Kobe White.
They had him at first. They had him the whole time. And he ain't never left. So again, do you feel like this matchup, much like the 9-10 on the West, do you feel like this matchup is inconsequential? You think one of these teams could actually sneak in there?
Pretty much like the Kings and
And the Mavericks?
the Mavericks. Yeah.
I agree, man. I agree. I think I don't think the Hawks are a good team, but the Hawks are a team that they play to their opponents.
Mm-hmm.
They'll play bad against bad teams, and then they'll have these good performances against good teams. I think Atlanta is very much a team that likes spotlight. They like to play. They like to play
National games.
notarized games. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, they want to be on TV. They want. I think they get up for that,
Right.
and they don't get up for
Right.
Charlotte.
Yeah.
They don't get up for San Antonio. They don't get up for Sacramento.
Right.
This could be bad because they might not get up against the Magic either. But
Well, the Magic, hey man, they better not sleep on the Magic. I mean, but I feel like the Hawks and the Magic, those gonna be the two teams that's gonna make it into the playoffs.
Yeah,
Now I
agreed.
don't know
Agreed.
which one is gonna be the 7th seed or which one gonna be the 8th seed.
let's go through this. Which of the Magic and the Hawks, which one do you think is a more favorable matchup for that team? Or do you think it's just kind of like the seeds where neither of them have a better or worse matchup or a better or worse chance against the Cavs and the Celtics? Because I would argue that the Hawks would probably be better off playing the Cavs. And that,
You think so?
yeah, and I would think that the Magic would probably be better off against the Celtics where they can put Banchero on Tatum against Tatum
Mm-hmm.
and abuse him and make him work and hopefully and maybe potentially get him to foul out. Now they have a whole team of options,
Right.
which makes the Celtics. But I just think their chances probably are better. They're probably better matched up
Right.
with the Celtics.
Okay. I would say that, but I don't see the Hawks hanging in there with Cleveland.
Well, I just said better.
Oh, okay.
Because I think, like, do you think the Hawks are hanging there better with the Cavs or hanging better with the Celtics? I just think they're hanging better with the Cavs just because of the guard play. Celtics have Derek White and Drew Holiday. Like,
Mm-hmm.
Trey ain't got a shot.
Right.
So I feel like he'd be able to influence the game more against the Cavs. He'd be able to play more open, and it'd be a game that's more conducive to him doing what he likes to do.
Okay. I can go with that, but I don't see either one of those teams either
Advancing.
Advancing.
No, I just think it's kind of like the Warriors Grizzlies thing where maybe they can sneak a game out. You know,
Mm-hmm.
if things go crazy, maybe they can sneak 2 games out.
No, but the Warriors could potentially beat the Rockets though.
Yeah. No doubt,
So
no doubt.
They can get to
No
the
doubt.
to the
No
next
doubt.
round.
Yeah, no doubt. I think if the top 2 seeds in each bracket, I think people have the lowest confidence in the Rockets. I think they got some pretender. They got some pretender.
Well, I ain't gonna say pretender. I'm just gonna say youth and inexperience.
Yeah, I mean, I just think they got some pretender sentiment like from the public.
Okay.
You know, like
Okay.
somebody had to get the 2 seed. Like, so I mean, like, so pretender, because they haven't been in the playoffs in the last few years, and publicly, a lot of people probably don't know about the Rockets and who they have and what they got going on. They don't have any superstars on the team. They got an all-star, but they ain't got no superstars on the team.
Right.
And so there is no national name that the public would be familiar with. So I think, like I said, they have some kind of pretender stigma to them.
Okay.
You know, not for the people that are in the know, because we know that Şengün's a monster. Jalen Green's really good. Both the Thompson twins are really, really, really good players.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they're just starting to scratch the surface. Those kids, like, the handle that they've showed, like, we knew that they were good at defense, but the handle that those guys have showed and the offense ability that these guys have shown is way beyond what I thought where I thought they would have been.
Right.
Like, they're both displaying like point guard skills.
That point forward.
Yeah, and so yeah, I think they're way better than I thought they were. And yeah, and they could be both of them could potentially be all-stars.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So yeah, like I said, the people want to know that that 2 seed is not a fluke.
Right.
It's not a fluke. I mean, it might be a little fortunate, but it's not a fluke that they're as high as they are.
Okay. So you saying that the Hawks and the Magic is gonna be the teams that's gonna come out of the play-in scenario?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I can get along. I can go with that. What I need my Sports Spit family to do is give me your opinion on who y'all think is gonna come out of the play-in
That's what
scenario.
We know. That's what we want.
Let us know. Hey, I got time this time. I will go back and forth with you. You know what I'm saying?
Watching the game.
I will do it. So let me know, and I interact with y'all and go back and forth with you. So talk to us. We'll talk back.
Yes, sir.
We can have a whole new conversation. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah. What else you got, Vic?
That's it, man. That's it.
Okay. Yeah, I ain't got much neither.
Yeah, hopefully we can get a formal playoff preview this weekend. You know, hit them off with another one.
Right. Yeah. Most definitely. Yeah, I ain't gonna leave y'all stranded like I did. That was my bad. I had some things going on, so
super busy, man. Super busy.
The playoffs is here, and this is a different season. It's a new season. It's a different style of play. This ain't gonna be the same type of play that you've seen in the regular season from these teams. If you do, they out of here. I'm trying to tell you, because it's all about defense now, and converting off of those defensive stops.
My favorite time of the year, playoff time.
Playoffs.
We just gotta get through this play-in first.
Yep. So, all I got to say is, go Warriors tonight. And if my Warriors happen to just come up short, I'm rocking with the Cavs. Understand that? Yeah, I'm talking about. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah. So that's probably all we got for the day. It's my player partner, Crown Vic, and me, your boy, your player partner, your partner that's a real player out here in these goddamn streets. OG Good Game. Hey, coming to you from the Hall of Game, man. We out. Peace. Hey, where's my theme music? Somebody give me my theme music.
Hit me.
Where's that? Okay, there it go.
Hey, yo! Here we go. Microphone check. 1,
2, 1, 2.
I said microphone check.
1, 2. Can't nobody out here do it like me. Ain't nobody out here winning like me. Can't nobody out here do it like me. Just like me, like me. Can't nobody out here do it like me. Ain't nobody out here winning like me. Can't nobody out here do it like me. Just like me, like me. I'm one of a kind, I'm like a rare breed. A breath of fresh air, you can see me. People stand up just to greet me. Role model, kids wanna be me. Listen now, later you'll believe me. Got you under my spell, the whole thing was easy.